Well, hey y'all, hey, and welcome. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Welcome back. Um, so today I am going over my January budget. Yes, this is a different little background here. This is my little artsy area in my house and my spare bedroom. I just kind of do artsy stuff. I have my little Cricut back here, my sublimation printer. I have my oils out because that's what I was doing tonight, trying to figure out like a different candle scent. So I'm kind of mixing some oils to see what works. I have my heat press here. I have my sublimation machine here where I can do mugs and glasses and cups. I have my sewing machine down here. And I also have another vinyl cutter. It's bigger. Let me see if I can show that. Right there. It's bigger so I can like do like wall signs and stuff like that. So this is where I come just to do little artsy stuff and have a little fun outside of working. It kind of relieves a lot of tension just to do something creative. So that's what I do in here. So first off, before I start into my budget, if you guys are into any arts and crafts kind of things, let me know in the comments below because I might be interested in it. I know that I have a few friends up here that crochet. I've never done that. My mother-in-law does it, but I've never done it. But you know, who knows if I'll try it. I would try basically anything. I'm kind of just somebody that loves to do things, just try different things. So I wouldn't be surprised if I tried it one day. But anyway, let's get to this budget. So you guys know that I budgeted $5,207 for the month of January. And that included $1,799.13 for my mortgage. And the remaining $3,407.87 was going to go toward my credit card. Now, I pay all of my bills on my credit cards, all of them that can be paid. Of course, you can't pay a mortgage on it. That is my only set debt, is my mortgage. But my household expenses, I put them all on my credit cards. I pay them off before the statement drops. I do not carry credit card balances, nor do I advocate for carrying credit card balances. Disclaimer. Anyway, I did go over budget, but not really. Okay. So I did spend the $1,799.13 on my mortgage. Absolutely did that. That included an additional principal payment. Then my credit cards, I spent $3,886.94. Now, technically, that is over budget, but in reality, it wasn't, because my husband actually bought some items and he used my card because he is an authorized user on one of my credit cards. He used that card, but he left the remaining amount in the joint account so that I could pay the balance of my card. So basically, if you do not know, my husband and I have what I would describe as split finances, meaning we have a set account that we put money in for bills and household expenses, taxes, etc. Anything related to our household expenses goes in that account. We have a joint emergency savings that covers anything that may go wrong with the house, like we may have to have a repair, we may have to replace an appliance, etc., etc. That money would come out of the emergency fund. And then we both, aside from that, we both pay our individual things. Now, the reason why my credit cards are included in this basically joint budget is because of the fact that my credit cards are used to pay household expenses. So that's the reason why it is included in this. And basically all he did was just leave an extra amount of money in the checking account to cover the item he bought. So technically, depends on which way you look at it. Did I go over budget? Did I not go over budget? In my opinion, not really, because that was an expense that he covered with outside funds that I did not include in this tally. So I ended up spending, like I said, $3,886.94 on my credit card when I had budgeted $3,407.87. So it was $479.07 over, which he left a $500 in the account to cover what he bought. So I feel like I'm on budget either way. So that's the way I feel about it. Technically, I did go over, but like I said, technically not. So I also had a few goals this month. The extra mortgage payment, check. Staying under budget, I'm giving myself a check for that because that extra expense was covered from a different funding source. And then to save an additional $500 toward my car fund. And I did save my additional $500 in my car fund savings. So I'm going to put my little updated little montage here. You could see the shaded areas where I've started on my journey. Once these are all colored in, I will have reached my $8,000 goal. So I'm stoked about that. The fact that I actually did put that away. And I actually had a subscriber. I don't know if she wants me to say her name, but that actually gave a cash donation to my channel, and it was the very first one I've ever received, and I really thank you for that. Like, that was so sweet. You did not have to do that. But what I did with that money is I put it in my investment account. So it was additional to, if you all remember, I said that I was going to put any money that in addition to the set amount that I always put in my investment account, my little brokerage account, I was also going to put any funds that I got from cashback rewards into that account, which I had $36.05 in cashback rewards this month. I put that in there, and I put the $100 in there. So it's an extra $136.05 that went into my little small individual brokerage account. I'm stoked about that. It will be making money for me. I appreciate you so much. And what else was I planning this month? I don't think I can think of anything else that I was planning. Not to my knowledge. Oh, my no spend quarter. How is it going? My no spend quarter is going pretty well. Now, I can say that I've been tempted to buy things that were outside of my budgeted items. I have. But I have stuck to my desire to not spend anything in these months. And I guess I technically could have spent the $100 because it wasn't a budgeted amount. But I'm staying true to my vow. I'm not going to buy anything outside of my budgeted items. I did go out the other day and I bought, I can't remember what I bought in addition to. I went for dryer sheets, which that is a grocery budgeted item. And I think, I don't know if I bought paper towels or something like that, but that is a grocery budgeted item. And I ended up spending $4 because I had rewards on my CVS card. $4.37 is all I spent out of pocket. And technically, I didn't even use budgeted money to do that. I actually had cash on me from months ago that I just used to pay that. And then at Office Max, I had some items that I needed to get for work, but I don't count those because those are reimbursable items for me. So my job will reimburse me for those. So that doesn't count against my budget either. So that's really all I had. All I had for this. Oh, And another $90 went in my investment account because that was a reimbursing expense too, because my job reimburses me for a portion of my internet because I work from home. I work remote. So that was another item that went into my investment account. So I actually had $226.05 that was extra that went into my investments. That's a good start to the year. So I'm happy about that. But anyway, that's really all I got, you guys. I was over budget, but not really. I think that's how I'm going to end this. Not really. So, so anyway, that's really all I got today. I'm going to go back to trying to find some fragrances that work well together so that I can do a candle. Probably do some candles over the weekend. I have to do that, and I need to refinish my chopping board. I don't know if anybody's ever done this before, but if you have a wooden chopping board, you can actually sand and refinish that. I think it's like with beeswax and something else. I have the items in that I already have, so I'm going to sand that and refinish that this weekend. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, and happy budgeting.